Hello and welcome. Find a comfortable, quiet space where you can relax and be present. Take a deep, gentle breath in, and as you exhale, allow your body to soften and your mind to calm. We are here today to release the blockages that stand between you and your desires. Instead of simply stating what we want, we will ask powerful questions that align our subconscious mind with the reality of already having it. These are Askfirmations. Let the questions wash over you. There's no need to search for an answer. Simply allow the question to resonate within you, opening up new pathways of possibility. Let's begin. Why is it so easy for me to release all resistance to manifesting my dreams? Why do I feel so light and free, knowing that all my blocks are dissolving now? Why am I so open and receptive to the abundance the universe has to offer? Why does letting go of old patterns and limiting beliefs feel so natural and effortless? Why am I so easily able to identify and release any fears holding me back? Why does my energy flow so freely and powerfully towards my goals? Why am I so worthy of receiving everything I desire and more? Why is my subconscious mind so willing to accept new, empowering beliefs? Why do I trust the process of manifestation with my whole heart? Why does every cell in my body vibrate with the energy of success and fulfillment? Why do I attract opportunities and solutions so easily and consistently? Why is it so simple for me to forgive myself and others, clearing the path for new blessings? Why does my intuition guide me so clearly towards my highest good? Why do I feel so confident and secure in my ability to create my desired reality? Why is my connection to the universe stronger and clearer every single day? Why do I release the need to control the outcome and simply trust the divine timing of my life? Why does abundance in all its forms flow to me so effortlessly and joyfully? Why am I so grateful for the lessons my past blockages have taught me? Why am I now so completely free to create the life I've always imagined? Why does my heart feel so open and expansive, ready to receive love and joy? Why is it so easy for me to maintain a high positive vibration? Why do I see evidence of my manifestations everywhere I look? Why am I so magnetic to positive people and supportive circumstances? Why do I feel so aligned with my true purpose and passion? Why is releasing doubt and worry so simple for me now? Why do I have such unwavering faith in my own power to manifest? Why does the universe conspire so lovingly to bring me my desires? Why am I so good at letting go of what no longer serves me? Why does my reality shift so quickly to match my positive expectations? Why do I feel so peaceful and centered, knowing that all is well? Why am I so deserving of a life filled with ease, joy, and prosperity? Why does my energy field feel so clear, bright, and powerful? Why do I attract synchronicities that confirm I am on the right path? Why is it so easy for me to take inspired action towards my dreams? Why do I celebrate my progress and trust the journey completely? Why am I so in tune with the rhythm of the universe and its infinite possibilities? Why does letting go of the past feel so liberating and empowering? Why am I so confident in my ability to handle any challenge that comes my way? Why does my mind naturally focus on solutions and opportunities? Why do I feel so supported and guided by a power greater than myself? Why is it so safe for me to be powerful and successful? Why does my financial situation improve so dramatically and easily? Why am I so open to receiving unexpected gifts and blessings? Why do I trust my body's wisdom to release stored tension and trauma? Why does my creativity flow so freely, bringing my ideas to life? Why do I feel so deeply connected to the source of all creation? Why is it so easy for me to be patient and enjoy the process of manifestation? Why do I attract loving and harmonious relationships into my life so effortlessly? Why am I so at peace with where I am while being excited for where I'm going? Why does my life unfold in the most beautiful and magical ways? Why am I so open to receiving all the good that life has to offer? Why is it so easy for me to let go of old patterns that no longer serve me? Why do I release resistance so effortlessly? Why is my heart completely open to giving and receiving love? Why do I trust the universe to bring my desires to fruition in perfect timing? Why is my mind so clear and focused on what I truly want? Why do I naturally attract positive energy and repel negativity? Why do I feel so worthy of all my dreams and aspirations? Why is it so simple for me to release the need for control? Why does abundance flow to me so easily and consistently? Why am I so good at recognizing and seizing opportunities? Why do I release all fear and doubt surrounding my manifestations? Why is my vibration rising higher and higher every day? Why do I feel so aligned with my true purpose? Why do I find it so easy to forgive myself and others? Why is every cell in my body vibrating with health and vitality? Why do I trust my intuition to guide me perfectly? Why do I feel so safe and supported by the universe? Why am I so magnetic to miracles and blessings? Why is my path to success becoming clearer with each passing day? Why do I release all limiting beliefs about money and prosperity? Why am I so open to new and exciting experiences? Why do I let go of the past with such grace and ease? Why does everything always work out for my highest good? Why do I feel a deep sense of peace and inner harmony? Why am I so grateful for the amazing life I am creating? Why do I allow myself to receive help and support from others? Why do I release any and all attachments to specific outcomes? Why is my energy so pure and vibrant? Why do I attract loving and supportive relationships into my life? Why is it so easy for me to believe in myself and my abilities? Why do I release any feelings of unworthiness or not being enough? Why am I so in tune with the flow of the universe? Why does creativity flow through me so freely? Why do I embrace change with excitement and optimism? Why do I feel so connected to my higher self? Why am I so deserving of happiness, joy, and fulfillment? Why do I release all self-sabotaging behaviors so easily? Why is my life filled with so much beauty and magic? Why do I trust the journey, even when I don't see the full path? Why do I release the need to compare myself to others? Why am I so proud of the person I am becoming? Why does inspiration find me everywhere I go? Why do I feel so empowered to create the life of my dreams? Why do I let go of all worries about the future? Why am I a magnet for positive synchronicities? Why do I feel so light and free from old burdens? Why is my relationship with myself so loving and compassionate? Why do I see abundance and opportunity all around me? Why is it so safe for me to be powerful and successful? Why do I release any guilt about wanting more for myself? Why am I so aligned with the energy of receiving? Why does my subconscious mind work so powerfully to dissolve blocks? Why do I trust that I am always on the right path? Why do I allow joy to be my natural state of being? Why am I so confident in my ability to manifest? Why do I release all energetic cords to past situations? Why is my future so bright and full of promise? Why do I feel so divinely guided and protected? Why am I so open to receiving unexpected blessings? Why do I release all resistance to living an extraordinary life? Take another deep breath in, feeling the lightness and possibility within you. Exhale, releasing the last remnants of doubt. Carry this feeling of openness with you throughout your day. Thank you for joining this session. If these affirmations resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe for more content to support your journey, and share with anyone who might benefit. May you manifest with ease and grace. Sending you love and light.